Yo, motherfucking happy New Year's to everybody. We're back here on another episode. If you're watching this, tuning in on Dash Radio, Facebook, or BeReal.tv, salute to you and happy New Year. Welcome to another fucking year with us on the We Don't Smoke the Same show. And I'm E-Zone. Chickadelic is not here today, but I got 3PT.
3PT in the house, ready for the show.
Ready for the fucking show, aka fucking Biz Woods. What about, and I also got Ayo Toppy, aka Sammy, fucking still alive, looking healthier.
We all made it back.
He has to fucking make another appearance on High and Hungry again, where people are like, hey yo, I've seen like this one must be eating good. He doesn't look malnourished no more. The first time they ever saw Sammy on fucking High and Hungry, bro, they were saying fucked up shit. They were just like,
give him all the food.
No, they were just like, yo, man, like, can we sponsor this kid? Like, somebody get him some health insurance.
He's the little brother program and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, you guys brought him along. That's good.
One of those stores wanted to start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, they wanted to start a GoFundMe for Sammy so he could fucking eat his shit. But yeah, man, hey, man, everybody had a good fucking New Year. It's not really, I don't consider it so much of a holiday. Number one, the 31st was my birthday, so I had a good one.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, man. And I don't really consider it so much of a holiday, the 31st, but now it just seems all fucking stale and shit. What did you do? We'll start with Sammy.
Well, chilled with you, bro.
Oh, that's right. We were at the Comedy Store. I forgot.
Oh, shit.
I was like,
we
we
were
were
at
at
the
the
good night.
We were at the Comedy Store. We fucking that's where we rang in the New Year. We were out there with fucking Side Dick Eddie, George Perez, and a lot of other people, and they kept giving me Hennessy, bro. At one point, I had like 4 Hennessy shots on the table, and I only still had one in my hand. I'm just like, man. But everybody thought they could take me down, though, bro. But they're like, hey, man, you don't know. I trained for this shit all year. Like, I'm training.
For the last, 2 weeks you were drinking every day, motherfucking Hennessy.
For real, man. I was going in, man. But, all right, yeah, so we were at the Comedy Store. What about you, 3PT? I was wondering why you were not there, dog. I was like, what the fuck?
I was supposed to be there, but I ended up getting too wasted, trying to keep it on download, drink early. And
Hold
it was
on,
already
hold on.
by 11, I was already too wasted to drive anywhere.
By 11?
By 11. Like 10:30, I was already looking
What time did you start?
Around and shit.
What time did you start drinking, dog?
Fuck, 6.
Damn.
No, I started early, and then I started drinking, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna be too wild. So then I started again at 6.
Hold on, what early? You're like, nah, I'm gonna be too wild. What made you say I'm gonna be too wild? Like,
cause I woke up from the night before, because it was part of the night before, and then it was like 10, and then like around 11, 12, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna drink this tall boy, because there was a tall boy in my room.
Yeah.
In my kitchen, in my fridge. I was like, I'm gonna down it, and then I was like, you know what? If I start right now, I'm gonna fucking fall asleep by 6. So fuck it. I just drank that, chilled, and then like around 6, I started again, and it was the same shit if I would have drank at 12.
Damn. What were you drinking? Just beer?
Beers, tequila, like this tall ass tequila bottle looked like a.
Hey, but that's already a revoltijo, dog. Like that's already like you're pretty much you're playing what is it, the washing machine with your stomach.
Just everything.
Yeah, it just makes
I started off with beer, and then because I took that break, and then I was like, a shot won't hurt. I didn't drink a grip of alcohol, but it fucked with me.
Yeah, so you were just like that fucked up, huh?
Yeah, it was a good night though. It was a good New Year, chilled.
Were you passed out by 11?
Hell nah.
Hell no.
I stayed up till I was out like 4 in the morning.
Damn, for where?
Getting my homie an Uber to his pad. I was like, fuck it.
Where at it? What was this, in Hillcrest?
Nah, we're right here at my house.
Oh, you're right here now?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. The hood gets active as fuck, man. I got home, back to South Central and shit, and it was fucking active the whole night, man. On the ride home, it's kind of cool. Like, the closer you get back to South Central, you see more fireworks on the way. It doesn't matter. Like, they have no respect for the people that got to work the next day and shit. Like, nobody gives a fuck about that.
The only thing that sucks is imagine being stuck in traffic on fucking when the countdown is.
I know, man. That is the fucking worst. Getting stuck in traffic, man.
Especially out here.
Yeah, LA traffic, once again, back to back, has been ranked, worse.
Number 1, worst traffic in the motherfucking world.
It's fucking facts.
You better take it 2 hours if you got to get there at 4, leave at 1.
Yep. Before, we keep on going, I want to remind you guys that are watching on Facebook and listening on Dash Radio and everywhere else, our show is sponsored by Bzzt Collective. That is BZZT _ Collective on Instagram. Make sure you go ahead and give them a follow and check out their products and see how you can get it to a town near you, Make sure you check them out, as you can see on your screen, and make sure you check out Tropicali CBD products. They make everything CBD for your dogs. It's tested. You know what I mean? They have all. It's available in like pretty much like different pharmacies all over the U.S. Everybody's starting to wake up to the benefits of CBD, and I've been using their shit. Sammy's been using that, because you get seizures every now and then and shit. Like, does the CBD shit help, Sammy?
Yeah, that shit works like
That
crazy.
fucking tincture, I tasted it. That shit tastes minty. I just give
Yeah,
it
it
shit
tastes
to
like
my dog.
peppermint.
Like I just like, cause my dog, I heard it's good to give it to him and shit. But like to me, I'm not gonna drink that shit. I'd rather eat like the little pills and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've been given it thought, it's not just, you don't have to be sick to fucking try CBD. And if you're interested, make sure you fucking check out Tropicali. Make sure it's Tropicali Grown on Instagram, and you can check them out. Man, what do you think about this fucking whole New Year, new me bullshit? Back to back, dog. I've always been like, man, fuck that shit. Dog. Every time,
always talking on some shit. Same motherfuckers that you seen last week.
Bullshit.
for real, man. Every time I see a whole New Year, new me fucking post, I'm just like,
Bullshit.
like the fucking
They hit
fat
the gym
person
for
is
like
gonna be
3
like,
days.
I'm going to the gym.
Y'all hit that jam like
Bullshit.
The girl that says I'm gonna stop being a hoe.
Bullshit.
It doesn't matter, dog. If he be like, you know what, I'm gonna give up this life real quick, man. I'm gonna stop this.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
It
it's supposed to be 2019. It's gonna be all me. Watch, everyone's gonna get dropped. Like, man, why you still telling the same foods you said you were gonna drop last year?
Yeah, right. Like for
Like,
real.
wait a minute, you in the same circle.
Keep
Shit.
keeping that fucking
Smoking the same.
Yeah,
dirty-ass
smoking
weed.
Smoking that same shit.
and not knowing what the
Getting
fuck
the
you doing
same
with your
product.
life, man. But yeah, man, if you're gonna be doing my take on that, man, is if you're gonna be doing that shit, man, put some actual effort into this shit, man. Move in fucking silence, man. Just fucking shut the fuck up and just keep on grinding with this shit, man.
Yeah, let motherfuckers see, like, damn, you did it in 2019. I'm like,
Yeah,
I told you, I didn't even say nothing.
Yeah, like all this shit, man. Like I don't even like I like running. Every fucking day I be taking out my dog for a run and shit like that. But like, man, the one thing that bothered me about when I used to go to the gym is that every fucking January, bro, like the fucking parking sucks. Everybody wants to be up in there, bro. People like you could tell when motherfuckers is not,
Everyone's in there, huh?
when motherfuckers new and shit, like they have no gym etiquette and shit. They're leaving that shit all dirty and shit. The machines get fucked up. And yeah, I don't know, man. Make sure you put some fucking effort into that shit. Also, everybody who's expecting the new High and Hungry episodes, I know we left you guys around Christmas time. High and Hungry is coming up. There will be a new episode next week, and this year we are doing a High and Hungry tour. So if you want to go ahead and become a Patreon or and you want to check that out, and you want to contribute to us going to different fucking places to the stoner town near you, and we can do a High and Hungry there. Whether you want to sponsor your fucking brand or whatever it is, there's different packages for all you guys. That is at patreon.com/High and Hungry tour. You can fucking get started off with a fucking $1, bro. If you can't, I mean, that's like cheaper than a bag of chips, dog. It's like no tax and shit. It's $1, bro. And just think about it. I got like 15K followers. I didn't buy none of those motherfuckers. Like half of them are probably waiting for me to crash on my live or some shit. You know what I mean? Since I don't like to fucking comment all the time, fucking assholes. But yeah, make sure make sure you check that out. That is at patreon.com/High and Hungry tour. Make sure you check out the packages out there. There's a lot of ways we could both hook each other up, and we are gonna get started with the tour that is in Vegas this month. I am getting out there, I believe, 2 times this month, or there's a couple of times. So we're going out there, and I got a lot of places lined up. I got a couple glass blowers that want to fucking do an episode, a guest star. You know what I mean? And speaking of fucking guest stars, today we have a fucking special guest right here. I fucking have done an event 3 years consecutively with this dude. I met him as a stoner first. You know what I mean? So like, I didn't really know he did comedy until like I saw him do some comedy up there. He was integrating the comedy and the sesh thing. So in case you don't know, if you haven't seen the flyer, our special guest today is Stoner Rob. He will be with us in a couple minutes. He is here to fucking smoke. We've already been fucking smoking. We're gonna probably be dabbing up here. I don't know, whatever he wants, but we got everything thanks to fucking Bzzt Collective. Make sure you fucking check them out once again. Yeah, man. What aside from that, man? Do you guys have any other New Year's stories, man? Anybody act up in your family? Like anybody throw up this year? Any Theo came over? You're like, man, fuck this! I can't believe this fool got drunk.
Everyone was chill on fucking
Oh,
New Year's.
No, remember
Everybody behaved.
that one girl that came at us for?
Which one?
that one was freaking like they started like taking all those pictures and shit with us when we're smoking with Pedro.
Oh, that wasn't on New Year's though, but that did happen here at the comedy store.
The other girl, remember, she was like, "Oh, I'm living 2020.
Oh, that fuck yeah, that lady
Yeah.
that was like walking out of the car and shit. And she was just like, she parked her car and she was just taking a bunch of pictures of everybody. I was like, what the fuck? Like this is
Like,
Yeah,
she was
this bitch was
on
all
one,
drunk.
bro. I think she
I
was
don't
an Uber driver.
yeah, yeah. It's
I'm
just-
ready for a ride to the
Uber
rock.
people are
While
like
I'm
so-
here, might as well take some pictures.
I mean, man, sometimes your Uber drivers are fucking, a little weird sometimes. You know the one thing with the new year, man, starting on the 9th, man. A lot of these little events that everybody likes to go to, these sessions and these things. I mean, not that they haven't been illegal, or been illegally partially, they've been illegal partially, but they are going to become a lot stricter with this thing. They're going to become more strict with it, and if you're out there at these events, very much like I am, I would advise you to get yourself informed because it is important out here in California. So if you're out there at these events, just know these events are. And now the stakes are a lot higher these days. So just be aware, people. Fucking, if you just how you read the label on your fucking weed when you get it, read the fucking facts out there. It's out there for you to get informed. And sometimes you could be high and hungry, and sometimes you can be high and fucking full of knowledge and shit. High and safe, high and not in jail. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Yeah, so fucking a lot of
Learn the rules.
you're gonna see a lot of people fucking going back to their regular job, be like, yeah, I used to be a painter before this,
Huh.
like, yeah, be like, I just made edibles for like 5 years. And shit. It's like, I used to make
extract,
sculptures.
bro.
Huh?
I used to extract for a living, bro. You know what I do? I'm a doctor now.
Yeah, can you imagine, bro? Like somebody comes out of there, and be like, well, I'm time to put the extract machine away. I'm gonna fucking go back to being a physician. like he's like just fucking out there fucking trapping. Hey, man. That shit gets crazy, man. So you don't know who's making this shit, man. Like I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but I was reading a story of a company in Colorado that was running this fucking. They were an extract company, a very well known extract company, right? And they were fucking robbing cars, bro, like exotic cars from like Georgia and Florida, and like just taking them.
Doing bad shit.
Yeah, doing bad shit, but they were like, bro,
Like
they were
changing
making.
the VIN numbers
But
and
they
stuff
already
and
had
all that.
cheese.
Changing the VIN numbers, bro. They were making just all kinds of fucking. God damn, Will came by with the fucking beers quick.
Hell
Yeah, man. Give this man a round of applause. Look at
Will
it.
coming through with the Modelos.
Man, somebody give this man a round of applause. Hey, so keep it down, Stoner Rob. Like for real, man.
Yes.
That is my fucking best Stoner Rob impersonation. After 3 years, you kind of know what it sounds like.
Huh?
I could have done a whole blacklist sesh, and like he didn't have to show up. I would have just been like, I didn't have to be on stage. I would have been like, coming up next.
Where is he?
Yeah, there was ever a stoner strip club, he would fucking have like the job. He could have that job that fucking George and Eddie have. Be like, coming up next, the Sativa Diva. Like, yeah, like you have some shit like that, man. That's
Cannabis.
yeah, cannabis 2019. that is exactly, man. We're gonna get into and you're gonna see it yourself. See how fucking Stoner Rob talks, and maybe if you want to go ask some questions on the chat in the chat room. Fucking type it up. But right now, fucking load up fucking your bong, take a dab. We're going to get into this quick break, and we're going to come right back in like a minute, all right? We'll be right back with Stoner Rob.
BeReal.tv. BeReal.tv.
Back here on the We Don't Smoke the Same show, I'm going to give a big round of applause to my homie, fucking the comedian, the one and only Stoner Rob. What's up, Rob?
What's going on, you guys? This is the coolest thing in the world. He's going like, man, I want more free weed than I already get, and just develop a show around it. Everybody brings some bud and he just talks about whatever.
Hey,
Like,
no, this is just for that other holiday, the other Tres Reyes. They give, some people they give fucking the Three Kings Day after somewhere time in January. It's I don't know if you ever seen it. Like some people are
The
still.
round cake where it has a
Yeah,
baby.
they have a little cake and they still
Where
give
you get the
kids
baby and
gifts.
shit.
I was like, it's like me right now.
I always get the baby and I don't ever make no fucking party or nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
like,
that
man,
shit.
Tommy.
oh,
He
where
always
there's
does
a
the
little
cake.
baby
He
in the
always
cake?
does
Yeah.
That's some like cannibalism shit.
It's like a
Hey,
Who
what-
ate the baby? Who ate the
Hey,
baby?
one time,
if you find the baby.
I ain't gonna lie, one time I got it and I didn't say anything, but then I spit it out later. like I was like, man, fuck that shit, bro. Like, I'm not making dinner for the whole family. This is bullshit. I was like, nope, I didn't get it.
Spitting little plastic babies in the trash. You know? He's all throwing it up,
I know that
flushing it.
sounds fucking so wrong,
Flushing
man.
it down the toilet, bro. Who got the baby Jesus stuck in the toilet?
It'd be fucking floated and shit because it's like all cheap plastic.
My mom went down to the bakery and complained and shit like, we didn't even get a baby in our cake.
The color just comes off on his tongue. It's all cheap.
Starts
Man,
choking.
fucking Rob, man, you all right? So I was saying earlier that I met you as a host, man. Like,
Yes.
you know, we used to we host Blacklist, you know, and you know, you're also a comedian. What
Yeah.
came first, bro?
I was a comedian first, and before that, I was actually a radio personality.
A radio person?
Yeah, I was radio personality in the Inland Empire.
When was the first time you like got behind a mic? You're like, man, fuck this. This is like a job. Like,
It's funny because I was working at a warehouse, and I'd called in on the radio to win a prize, and I went down there to collect it, and they just thought I was just funny as all hell. You know what I mean? Because I was just talking shit. I smelled like weed, and this is back in 2008, bro.
damn.
So I smell like weed. I'm doing that, and then they're like, "Can you come in next week? Because next week happened to be 420." And they're like, "Can you come in and just be funny about 420?" And I was like, "Sure, I could do that." And I
Were you
came
just
in.
going by Rob at this time?
Yeah.
All right.
And
No stoner Rob.
And then it went Rob the Stoner after that. That's what they started
Rob the
calling me.
Stoner.
What radio station was this?
It was KKL 96.7. It was
Still around?
it was #1 rock station in the Inland Empire.
It's like their K Rock.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
never heard of
Pretty
KCal,
much.
bro?
Yeah, KKL, and it's funny because I had it. I got KKL tattooed.
Damn,
Right
that's
here.
hardcore.
Yeah, right
You know
here.
what though, man? When like, look, I ain't gonna lie though, man. Like, I don't know if that's like, I don't know if that, you know, like, you just when you're just like the odds are against you, bro, and you get an opportunity like this, you value the fuck.
Oh,
out of
yeah.
it, dog.
And
I got a fucking brand that I don't work with no more, and it ended up doing me dirty on my fucking Simpsons tattoo. One of the Simpsons has a character in there, and I'm like, I don't regret that part of it because my heart was in the right place. You know what I mean?
And it's always a story you can always remember. You know what I mean? You go back because come on, we do so much stuff. We're not gonna remember shit when we're 80, bro. I'm gonna look at a tattoo and go, "Oh yeah, I used to do radio, man."
Right, though.
Like, is that how Tommy looks at his fucking tattoos and shit? Like, oh shit.
I don't think. I mean, he might have one. I don't think he has a lot of tattoos.
Never got to, you know, have the classic sailor tattoo and shit. Like,
I actually think it might be like a sailor tattoo.
I see like a guy in his generation. You can tell how old somebody is.
It's all
like,
shot
yeah.
out. It's that one that's all shot out. The old anchor.
It's
all
like
the
it's it's really
It's
dug
like
in
someone
there.
did
And
it with,
shit.
like, lead
Like,
It's
pencil.
running like a crackhead's nose.
man. So in 2008, that's when you first got the, you know, your
Yeah,
got
the
your,
radio.
got
And
your
then,
beak wet.
and
you
then
know?
what had happened was Christopher Titus had come in because we would like they started having me in the radio normally, and we would interview all of these comedians because the Ontario Improv is right down the street. So Christopher Titus came in and told me I was funny, that I should do comedy.
What age was this? Like,
And this is the same year,
Oh, damn.
2008.
this is like months after you go to the
Yeah,
radio?
months after. So I'm like, I don't even know where to start. And he's like, well, you come open for me tonight.
Damn.
And you got 5 minutes, sold out improv. So the first time, I was kind of spoiled because the first time I ever did comedy, I didn't have to go to a bar and I didn't have to ask. I was just put on to
you
go
didn't have to
do
go
it.
to a batting cage.
Yeah,
and shit?
exactly. I just did the Ontario Improv, and then from there, it took me a year and a half to get a contract at the Ontario Improv.
You know, the same way you described, like how like you got introduced to the comedy like or the comedy game. It's like the same way I got introduced to weed. Like nobody ever like I never smoked stress with the homies or anything. The first time I ever smoked weed, I had a cousin that was like, "Look, this is Kush." Like, you know, it was like you know, there was like, and it was some OG, and now I know it was some OG at this point, you know, and I'm like, yo, like, man, whatever gang you belong to, man, they fucking get some good weed, dog.
Oh
Like,
man, you're lucky. The first time I ever smoked weed, I'm gonna smoke weed right now. The first time,
smoke a biz weed.
yeah, I like the name Biz too because that's the coolest
It's
name.
like Blaze It.
Because like, yeah, when you want to tell someone to smoke and you want to be discreet, just like, hey,
Yeah.
Hey, like, is that what you thought, Tommy? You're
Yeah,
like,
that's what it
come
was.
here.
That's how we got their name because
it was either Bzzt or
I used to
Bzzt.
work at a tattoo shop. I used to work at a tattoo shop, and I used to tell the tattoo artist like, "Hey, blaze it," and they would stop and take a break. So the owner was like, "Hey, you know what, guys? You guys can't be getting high. And just being like, hey, go blaze it and taking breaks." So I was like, "Fuck it, down low," and I'll be like, "Hey." and I would just roll up on them, and then that's how it started. So
I love that
everyone started doing that, like Blaze It.
the name of your company is just
Short for Blaze It.
random noise from your mouth. It's like,
It's like you have to say it, like be like, hey, can you pass me the BZZT?
yeah.
I know everyone always calls me different. Like, what's up, BZT? I'm like, what's up?
What
dog?"
if we just like name the company?
But it's all
How
good,
would you
you know?
spell that, bro?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what's crazy though, man? And the thing is, I like about it is that like, there's a lot of companies try to like disguise it by saying, oh, I put wax to keep to fuck you up more. Yo, if your weed is good, you don't need to put that shit. And this
Yeah.
is what, this is
Yeah,
what
we
it
don't
is.
put
You
that
don't
shit just so
anything
you
else.
can
It's just
taste the
good
weed.
It's just really good weed. Like that's all it is. I was just like, man, that's legit, man. That's fucking cool, man. Like you got introduced right away. Go to the improv. It's like you got drafted right away. You're
Yeah.
like that one story. It's just like fuck.
I'm telling you my stories of like I got lucky. I got so
Did you
lucky
bomb
that it
that
happened.
first time?
No, not at all. But then again,
Damn,
it's the
dog, I'm
improv.
gonna give you a round of applause. There, like,
Yeah, get 'em,
because
get
a
'em,
lot
get
of
'em.
people the first time we get the story, man, we get the story. I heard stories of people bombing and shit like that on the first time, and like like we, like Joey, or whatever, like you're talking about, like, the first time I heard him do it. And,
Yeah, I've seen it happen a lot. But like when I first got that mic, you know when you do something, you're like, this is what I'm supposed to do for the
Yeah.
rest of my life. That's what it was, and now it's just so comfortable. I have a show after this. We're getting this lit, and then I have a show after
Hell
this, bro.
That's right, man. That's how if you're really, because our careers kind of fall under the category of entrepreneurship in a way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people think that entrepreneurship is just filled with glamour and benefits, but it looks like you kick it half the time and shit just kind of happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, nah, man. Like you have to, the same way. Like like if I get to kick it all day, like like you're a comedian. It's like the same way as a DJ. A DJ is probably sleeping most of the time during the daytime because at night the motherfucker probably has to DJ at a store for 2 hours, then go to the fucking club, then wait to get paid and do that shit every fucking night. The same way you guys have to line up shows.
Right,
get paid,
shit.
make time, build a rap, build a resume, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Become regulars, and your promotions are kind of like you pretty much you don't have promotions as an entrepreneur. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you do it
don't.
yourself.
Like, well, comedy, it seems like you got to do a
There's
lot
no
of work. Like, you
bonuses.
got to be out there.
There's
a
no
lot.
like, hey Rob, you
Doing
fucking
comedy.
killed tonight, bro. Like, here's an extra $50.
Yeah, no. Sometimes,
Hey, bro,
like,
it's Christmas. Here's your Christmas
sometimes
bonus.
there's bar bonuses and food bonuses.
Like when you sell out the bar.
Yeah, when we sell enough drinks or sell enough food, like at the improv and stuff, they'll
Yeah.
hook us up with a bonus.
Damn.
They'll hook it up pretty cool.
See, at least there's some people are starting to come around. Is that? I mean, how do you feel? Because I was gonna ask you, is that because the comedy game is I wouldn't say or being a comedian is a hot topic these days, but like I mentioned this to you earlier off air. I said, because I rap, so I'm like, there's just as many comedians as there are aspiring rappers these days.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because what happens is, it's funny because what happens is everybody has that funny guy in their friends, in their group of friends.
Yeah.
And that funny guy always thinks he could be the funny guy forever in every group. And what you got to understand is when you're doing comedy and you have a room full of 300, 400 people, you have a room full of all different people. Like you'll look around and see a table of like 70-year-olds that came out for a date. Then you'll see like a table of stoners sitting right there. You know what I mean? A table of
A
young.
couple OGs in the back just watching to see if you still respect the art of
Yeah.
the game.
And you gotta still make every single one of them laugh, not your group of friends. So you see everyone trying to become a comic, dude, and that creates like a lot of bringer shows, is what we call. And
What are those like pop ups?
no, bringer shows they're cool. They work. A bringer show has to happen, but when you have a lot of them, it's kind of annoying. So what it is if someone wants to say you guys wanted to do comedy tonight, and before you used to have to work hard
Earn
to
that
get
spot.
get into a
I
lot
heard
of
fucking
clubs.
stories like like before
Do
the comedy
open
store had like
mics and all that shit.
anything at all. Like you had to earn that fucking.
Yeah, like
spot,
when
bro.
I first got in the Comedy Store was 2010, and it was a privilege to go down there and do it. And now you got a lot of these shows, and they're all over, and they're like, hey, well, it's a bringer show. If you want to do some comedy here, just bring me 10 people that'll pay $15 a ticket, and I'll make sure you get 5 minutes. So that leads up to a lot of shitty comedy, and it brings the whole night down. You know what I mean? So by the time you're up, if you're headlining and you're up 14th out of 14 people, and you had 13 just comics, bro, then it's just you have to do twice as much work. Now you have to work to bring the energy up and then maintain the energy instead of just going up there and maintaining the energy of the room.
Yeah, the idea of pay to play is implemented into the comedy game.
And you're like
Oh.
right on the spot, so you got to be funny, you know.
Yeah,
It's hard.
yeah.
You know that shit takes a lot.
Yeah,
be
they're
up
like,
there
you
and
got
you're
10
talking
minutes. Make
to a whole
everyone
bunch
laugh.
of people and say it how you say it. The crowd's low, whatever. You got to
Yep.
bring them up.
Yep.
You know, it's hard to stand in front of a group of people and talk to them. That shit takes a lot.
You're
That's a lot
mastering.
of mind reading.
Oh,
that
big
shit
time.
takes a lot of work.
Big time.
Everyone probably thinks, oh, it's easy. You just go up there and say some shit like, nah.
And that's
that
why,
shit
like,
takes a lot of work.
that's why I'm a people reader now, bro. Like, I'll walk around and see some random shit that people don't see. Like, I look at everybody and just study shit and then
You
be
pay
like,
attention to details that
I'll
like,
start-
nobody else will look at.
case in point, bro. I was at the zoo the other day,
Which one?
L.A.
All right, hell yeah.
And I'm down there and I'm high as fuck inside there, right? Because I smoke
You
everywhere.
Smoking vape pens and shit.
Nah, dude, I take weed in there. I smoke weed.
Yeah, what do you hold on? Hold on, what do you mean? You just walked into the LA Zoo with a fucking joint?
Yeah, they don't search you at the zoo.
No, I know, but like, where the fuck do you spark it, bro? Like behind.
All right, let me
behind
tell you.
with the
fucking-
monkeys,
I'm
bro.
gonna give all your viewers a tip. Okay, check this out. If you go up by the elephants and you go all the way to the top of the hill, there's a walk right there, and it says this walk is 15 minutes to the next animal because it's the outskirt where the
Yeah.
tram goes. So nobody walks it because you got all these people with strollers. Go fuck that! I'm not walking 15 minutes.
Taking a
So
tram.
we take the walk, bro, and you just get blitzed. And I just
hell
keep my
yeah.
pipe packed and I look around and I'll be
cool
like
joint on the way
anywhere.
up there. The walk makes
Okay,
you get
see,
more high.
ideally, yeah, like a pipe, like you know, like that's perfect. You know what I mean? Do you use a pipe, Tommy?
Sometimes those little fucking
Little one-hitters
or
and
just
shit.
roll a little joint.
Yeah, like I can't see myself like lighting like if I took a fucking Biscuit to the fucking zoo. And,
Oh, I just got kicked out.
Chilling right there. Oh shit.
I just got kicked out of Six Flags for smoking a blunt
in the where'd you smoke?
right by Ninja.
What they tell you? What was that? What was that fucking talk like?
Well, check this out. You know me, I made it funny as hell, right? Because first of all, this security guard is like an 18-year-old girl that is coming to tell me to get out. It's like my daughter telling me to leave somewhere, so it was adorable right off the bat. I'm like, this is precious. You're telling me to get the fuck out of this? Get the
It's
fuck,
like
get
fucking
the
hall
fuck out of here.
monitor.
It's past your curfew. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh my God. Okay. I was like, why? And she goes, you're smoking weed. And I'm like, well, where does it say that I can't smoke weed? And she's like, well, it says on the rules in the front. I said, no, it doesn't. And she said, well, I'll walk you to the front right now. I have to. And I'm like, okay. I was like, you don't have a little security card? This is a long-ass walk. You've been at Six Flags. It's a long-ass walk.
It's a
I'm
big-ass
like,
walk.
Yeah,
You
I
better,
ain't
you better
fucking
call for
going there.
backup and bring a cart and shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, you got to walk. I'm like, well, where does it say I can't smoke weed? And she's like, trust me, it's up there. So we walk all the way to the front, dude. And I'm making her laugh because I'm like, I'm kicked out. She's like, yeah, I'm not going to take your info, though. I'm just kicking you out for the day. And I was like, but I'm
Damn.
already kicked out. There's nothing I could do. She's like, yeah. And I was like, so I can spark this one. And sparked the second blunt.
No.
Uh-huh.
On the walk back.
Damn.
That's right. I was like, hey, take me around the long
Did you
way.
did you pass it?
Trying to
Oh,
get
yeah.
high.
Oh, no, I tried. She starts laughing. She goes, just go, go, go. So then she calls, like, another backup guy comes,
Another
and he's
hall
probably like
monitor?
19. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, bro. So we get to the front, and check this out. I had her so pissed because all the rules go on. And it says, smoking only in designated areas, which we were. And then it says, no controlled substances allowed. And now marijuana is no longer a controlled substance in California.
So they gotta change.
Damn.
So I was like, you need to put on there no cannabis. How the fuck can you kick me out? And she wouldn't answer me. And she turned around and go and said, she's like, you just kicked out. And I'm like, oh, you just think you're just fucking with some like random stoner, huh? I was like, I could start a hashtag, like hashtag smoking Six Flags. I was like, I'll start a contest. Send me your best picture of you smoking weed at Six Flags and win a free bong. And I guarantee I'll have 1,000 or so hits on that shit, like right away. Like,
yeah,
We'll start blazing it. Once they see that shit,
Hell yeah, I can see a bunch of people doing that shit.
hell
man.
yeah, like, I want a free bong. Let's go to Six Flags. I can see the passes anyway. Let's smoke weed.
everyone's going to Six Flags tomorrow.
And then, hey, I got this. I tell this story all the time, but I feel like I got to tell your viewers, if you are at a theme park, there's no need to ever rent a locker. I found this out, like, Not Scary Farm 5 years ago. You know what I did?
What'd you do?
I was so stoned and drunk, and I was like, I'm not renting a locker. Because every time you go in it now, you got to pay again. There's no day one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is bullshit. It's like $7 every time I open it. So I took all my stuff to the front, and I said that somebody left this in the park, but I like put a sticker on it.
What
I
the
put a
fuck?
sticker like on because I'd won a big teddy bear and I bought all shit. And I put a sticker on it, and I was like, somebody left this over by the bathroom, and I went on. I did everything. I did the whole night, and then at the end of the night, when everyone's leaving, I went into Lost and Found. And I said, "Hey, I lost all my stuff tonight." And there was this teddy bear with my bags. I had a sticker on the back. And they're like, "Oh yeah, we got that stuff, and they give it back to you, bro."
Yeah,
We do
yeah,
that
yeah.
every time, and I've done it from then on. I'm like, "Oh, someone left this," and no one's gonna go and claim like if it's some random stuff like your purple and pink backpack with a teddy bear unicorn
Yeah.
logo on it. Like nobody's gonna go just randomly say that.
Yeah, like
Huh.
for real, like you.
That's pretty smart.
It's
That's
a
for the
high and hungry
lockers?
backpack and shit. Be like, what?
Life cheat.
One of the workers takes your shit. You're like, God damn.
fucking life hack and shit. With life hacks with Stoner Rob, man.
I'm telling you.
Hey man, so you know, well, once you got the name Stoner Rob and you started going around doing comedy, I imagine that you know how if just like the same thing with music, man. Like if you rap about a certain thing, or like you know, like for example, Be Real can't go anywhere and do a concert without people bringing them weed because they know that that's how they rap about.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so, like, for example, your name's Stoner Rob. Does it work the same way?
Oh yes, totally. It's
Everywhere
amazing.
you go?
Yeah, everywhere. People give you weed or want to smoke you out or give you the fattest dab, and I love it. There's no complaints on
You're
this
like,
side.
hell yeah, bro.
I'm
Bring
like,
it.
totally, that is the coolest thing in the world,
What's
dude.
the shittiest place at giving you weed?
Oh, the shittiest place that I've gotten weed is probably Albuquerque, New Mexico, bro. Yeah. Albuquerque, dude. I went down there and did their first weed sesh they ever had like 4 years ago. And they get, dude, I took a nectar collector. They looked at me like I was from like Saturn. They're like, "What the hell did you bring? What
It
is
was
that?"
Like a fancy meth
Yeah,
type?
they had no idea what the fuck it was, bro. They had no idea. I went to their smoke shop, and you know, little like, you know, the pipes we give away that we throw
Yeah.
off stage.
Yeah.
They were charging $35
Fuck
for the
that, dude.
Like I could get one cheaper out of someone's butthole in prison.
Right?
Man, dude, that is that's damn, man, that fucking sucks, man. What was bad about the weed though? Was it seeds or what?
Oh, it was haggard. It was no seeds, but it might as well have been, bro. It was like,
Like that flat weed.
pretty. Like they gave us a couple joints, and we lit the first one up, and I was just like, "Oh God!" Looked around to make sure they weren't looking, and just threw that shit away, and then just kept because we had took weed, you know, so I had mine, and so they gave us a bunch of them, and I just spent the weekend every time we went out and went to eat, I'd give them to the homeless people. I'd be like, "You smoke weed? You smoke weed?" And just give it to them because you know it's a high. But I was like, I can't smoke this and
Like weed, that's
taste
amateur
anything.
hour.
like it tastes so gross,
Like
dude.
smoking a stale cigarette.
Oh, it was like this. I'd rather a stale cigarette, I think, bro. Like this stuff was so gross. Like there was no seeds, but it was cracking anyway. I don't know how, but it's like clack clack clack.
4th of July.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad, dude.
It's been, oh, dude, it's nasty. You know when I did become Stoner Rob, though, the weed wasn't as it wasn't recreational like it is now, obviously, and even to get a rec back then, it was hard. You know what I mean? So when I became Stoner Rob, I had a lot of comics and a lot of famous comics too tell me, "Oh man, that's dumb. You're only gonna be able to do these certain types of shows, and you're not gonna be able to go anywhere." And then now that weed went mainstream, dude, I do a lot of work. And because if you hear my comedy, it's not like I don't just sit there and talk about weed. You know what I mean? I do a lot of, it's not stoner comedy is what I say. It's comedy from a stoner's perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like blah, 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 bong, blah, 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 weed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's some of it's smart shit and just smart aleck shit. Like
You could be
smart
talking
ass.
about handling like real life situations, but just like with some weed, you know?
Yeah, how a stoner would handle it.
Yeah.
How a
like-
stoner would handle it, bro. Like, you know, I'm just like, let's not do that, man. Let's have some peanut butter and jelly and just call it a night.
Like, that's
bro.
already a bad. Hey, what's now? You already said what's the worst weed somebody's giving you? What about the best gift you've ever gotten as being Stoner Rob?
Oh man, there's probably a couple of those things.
There's one of them that you were like, oh shit,
Like,
somebody loves me that much.
Ah, dude, I've gotten gifted a $5,000 glass chain.
Damn.
That's probably up there from Biohazard Glass. That's probably up there, like insane gift. I've also gotten gifted pounds. You know what I mean? Slabs, and that's always amazing when you get like when someone's
Yeah.
like someone brings slabs like a fucking 4-ounce slab, quarter-pound slab, and I think because you always I'm never like oh yeah that's it's for me. I'm not that guy. I smell it and I'm like oh that's cool, that's bomb, and try to give it back, and when they give you that look in your eyes and they're like that's
Like,
you,
that's
you're
you,
like
bro. And they just,
you don't even know how to. You're like oh my.
they just walk away.
Yeah, like when someone, you do get that feeling when somebody gives you that. It's like, yo, Ezo, come check out this weed. And then they're like, they give you a handful. You're like, this smells really good, man.
Yeah.
You grow this. You're like, here you go.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's you.
like
That's
that
you.
toy
You're
always
like,
wanted
oh,
as a little
yeah.
kid.
oh, it's like when the doctor tells you when you have a kid and the doctor's like, he's healthy and fine. You're like, oh, yes, thank God.
You're like,
oh,
yeah.
oh, it's the greatest day of my life. But you can't smoke the kid. You can smoke the weed.
You gotta like avoid smoking around the kid and shit. It's like the complete quite opposite. Hey man, so being that you started doing comedy after that, now you're working with Tommy Chong.
Yes.
Man, that is like
That's
it just
dope
gets
as
better
hell.
and better for fucking Stoner Rob. Man.
See, because dude, what's great about that is I had opened for him a couple of times, like at the LOL Comedy Film Festival for Showtime. We did the Chong and Chong podcast together, where we just did different shows at different improvs, and we just sat together like this, but just me and Chong, which is the most epic thing, dude.
That's sick.
Yeah, one-on-one.
Yes, and it's great because when we did the first one, he looks over, he goes, "You're basically like my Cheech now." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
That's
Oh,
sick
He's
as
like, "You're
hell.
basically like my Cheech now."
That's-
I was like, "Oh man, I nutted my pants, bro. I was like, this is the greatest thing
That's like
that
finding your
ever
dad.
happened in this like lifetime, bro. Ever."
That's pretty fucking epic, man. Because I don't think Peach really smokes.
And then me and Chong are actually we do so much. We do everything from shows to grand openings of dispensaries because he's a big part of CCTV, which was going to be Chong's Choice Television, but it's Cannabis Club Television, and it's you find Tommy Chong Network on there. Pretty much, he owns a big chunk of it, and I have Stoner Rob on there as well. But what we do is we go around.
Stoner Rob.
Stoner Rob TV, yeah, it's launching on Valentine's Day. We're gonna have
Damn,
E-Zone up
that's
in there, dude.
I'm
It's
down,
gonna
man.
be funny
Hell yeah.
because what we do is we spread love to all platforms. You know what I mean? Everywhere. So we just go out. If you're a stoner and you got something cool going on, we'll go out and check it out. Like we'll come out and check them out doing High and Hungry and do a whole behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
Weren't you doing like those tour buses for a cool minute too?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. The tour buses. So
Where's this based out of?
it's in LA, and it's called Green Tours LA on Instagram.
Damn.
And you go to greentours.com and you check them out, and you can buy tickets right now, January 18th. They always do tours. Every week they do about 3 tours. They take you to a dispensary, a grow, and then they take you to smoke whatever you bought from a dispensary. And then they take you to AMG Glass Gallery to see glass actually be blown. And then they take you to the warehouse where you get 50% off everything of their price already. So you're walking out with like $400 bongs for like $60, man.
Damn.
And there's always the tours going on, but January 18th, Tommy Chong and I will be your tour guide. So if you buy the tickets for January 18th, it's Stoner Rob and Tommy Chong tour guiding you, and we make it fun, man.
There you go, man.
That's dope as hell,
That's
man.
pretty
You guys
epic
hear
right there.
that?
What is this company called
Yeah.
again?
Green Tours USA.
Green Tours USA. Make sure you check them out. I definitely want to get in on that.
Yeah, you need
Sounds
to
dope
come,
as
bro.
hell.
We'll get you on that bus. That'll be
No.
a fun times.
I am.
Like the High and Hungry.
That sounds very epic. Maybe I can fucking get a couple food spots.
Yeah, we would love to come check out the High and Hungry, dude. That would be amazing.
Since everybody will be getting high and then hungry.
I know that you've done one at Wing King, correct? Am I correct?
Yeah, man. Wing King was pretty good.
And we should do one because Wing King wants to come out on that tour when you stop at the house and personally cook for Tommy Chong. So maybe we can incorporate a
That'd be
High and
dope.
Hungry
Welcoming him
episode.
to California. That'd be awesome.
Mhm.
Down.
because he's from New Orleans.
Hell yeah.
No, Wing King. If you guys don't know him, check out Wing King in Las Vegas. Like,
Over, what is it, 160 or 130 flavors?
yeah, Royal Flavors of Wings. It's been all over Food Network, Discovery Channel, and this guy's amazing. Actually won High Times Cannabis Cup Chef of the Year.
Yep.
And he makes the most amazing food, and he makes vegan wings that are to die for. But the whole place is cannabis friendly. Yes, and they have a whole magic butter store in their store.
Let me
So
just tell you this: fucking cheesecake wings.
Fire.
I know it sounds weird,
Fire.
but like, shit was
they
good, bro.
are. It's like if you like chicken and waffles and stuff like that, you're gonna love the like blueberry cheesecake wings, strawberry cheesecake wings,
And like that yogurt dip, that shit's bomb as
Yep.
fuck.
and there's like a new PB&J shortcake sauce, bro.
For the wings.
He's always making.
That shit sounds
He's always
crazy.
making some crazy
Bomb
stuff,
as
man.
fuck.
What about do
though.
they got bomb hot wings?
Yep,
Yeah,
they
they
got,
got-
bro.
There's a whole section of hot. You don't want to mess around, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
there's a hell challenge. Check this out. There's
Oh,
a
hell
hell
no.
challenge. It's 9 million Scoville units. Okay, 9 million Scoville units. So if you can eat 12 wings, and there's no time limit, but if you can eat them with no water, then you get 100 wings of any kind delivered to your house on Super Bowl Sunday for free. Now I have yet to see anybody get past one. I have dipped a toothpick in the sauce, a toothpick, put it on my tongue, and died, bro, just sweating, dying, chewing
No.
ice, eating
That
ice
shit has
cream,
to be
just
fucking
dying.
impossible. Has
Damn.
anybody done it ever?
One person's done it, a little Chinese lady. You know
you
it.
know what?
Wow.
She's
You
like,
know
I
what,
used
my
to eat
mom,
pepper.
she
I
would eat
eat
it.
pepper
She goes to
all the
Launder Hot
time.
There's a wing spot. There's a wing spot over there called the Launder Hot Wings by the house, and there's these wings where you have to sign a waiver. That
Yeah,
says
you have to sign the
shits are
waiver
too
here,
hot,
and you
and
have
my
to
mom
wear.
eats those shits.
You have to wear gloves.
Yeah, my mom fucking eats those shits with the napkin, grabbing them.
Yep.
Like, if you
Hey,
can't,
can
you
you
gotta
imagine,
grab
bro?
that shit
Like-
with the napkin. How you can eat
You
it?
eat that wing and then you gotta
Bring
take
him
a
home.
piss.
And she'll just eat that shit.
Oh
One
God.
time, my homie ate one on accident because there was just a box of them, and he just got one because he thought they were all the same, and he got one of the hot ones, and that food was all sweating,
I'm
eyes
telling you.
watering, like it was all
Bring your
bad.
mom down to Wing King.
I am.
I
I'm
would
tell her,
love
Mom,
to
let's go
see
to Wing
this,
Kings.
bro.
I'm trying to get
I
them
would love to
wings on
see
Super
this.
Bowl
Hey,
Sunday.
fool, we don't want to kill his mom, you know. Like,
I mean,
Nah,
it is
nah, she's
so
good.
hot. You got to wear the gloves because if it gets under your fingernails, it'll
Yeah.
literally burn
you
the
gotta
underneath.
you gotta bring grandma, Tommy.
Yeah, she going. I'm gonna
He's
tell her.
been grandma for
I'm bringing
sure.
her. No, but yeah, the fucking hot wings. That shit's
Dude,
crazy.
I'm telling you, what ethnicity is your mom?
Mexican.
Okay, that's why.
You know that
Give me
she
those.
brings jalapenos in fucking strawberry crates.
Hey,
She's in the
mom,
house.
I had a homie that used to eat jalapenos like it was like fucking strawberries. Like he would just eat that shit like that. I'd be like,
Yeah,
"Hell,
that's what my dad
can't
does.
do that shit.
My dad does that.
Too
Like the
hot.
fucking apples and shit. I can't. I don't know about that shit, man.
Like too hot.
Like I got, bro. Just as soon as I look at something spicy, I just think of like how bad my asshole's gonna hurt.
But it depends.
You gotta think about it like this, bro. Something really hot is gonna be coming out of an open cavity in your ass, out of your ass, bro. What do you
Something
think?
really
Like, bro.
Oh,
I ain't trying to think of
That's
that
those
shit when I'm about
ones-
to take down the bomb ass fucking something.
that's those shits where you take
that's
off
those
your
people
shirt
like
and
that.
everything
Yeah,
and kick
those
off your
Carolina
pants so you can like
pepper
stretch your
sounds.
legs. Like, oh my
Ghost
god,
peppers.
oh my god.
You get a little stool and shit to get higher and shit.
I'll never eat this again.
Yeah,
get you fucked up.
that's the worst,
Hey,
man.
would you guys do like that Carolina pepper test?
Fuck no. Listen, man. Anything that has to do with fucking peppers or me sweating, I'm good on, bro.
Dog, I was at a cannabis
No
event
hot
one time. I
contest?
think it was Kush Talk, like the second one or something like that.
Oh, you didn't go to the one in the North Pole?
No, I didn't know. I couldn't. Yeah.
Dude,
There's-
that shit was cold as fuck.
They're like, "Where's the closest hotel?" They said Civilization. But I went, dude, and this dude, his name's Animal. Big shout out to Animal. He's around the cannabis community a lot. But this cat, dude, he brings me this little jar and he's all, "Look at these," and it looks like terps. So I'm like, okay. And I smell it at first. I'm like, oh my god, like almost like I got pepper sprayed. And he goes, "You need to try it though." I'm like, "What do you mean try?" He's all, "Just try one little drip on your tongue." He's all, "It's Carolina ghost pepper, but it's or whatever that is." He's all, "But it's extra." No, but it's the terpene profile of it. He terpened out this pepper.
Who would want that turkey?
14 million Scoville units. So he takes a drop on my tongue, bro.
Fingers.
I shit you not. And this is no lie, and this is not even for a joke. This is no exaggeration. I was this close to actually eating dirt and grass off the floor. Like that's just where
That's
my
how
mind. I
hot
was
that
so hot,
motherfucker
and
was.
that's where my mind went. Like that, the fucking dirt from the
the
grass would
dirt
fucking
seems like
be-
it'll take it away,
would
huh?
take it away. The only thing that saved me is next to me was Lady Boba Fett, the
Yeah, the boba. drink?
yeah, and Pigpen,
Yeah.
and he tried to do same fucking thing, bro. And he's a big dude.
Yeah.
And
What was that?
Hey, wasn't that all over
That
IG?
pepper
That terpene, bro. Oh my
Oh.
God, bro.
It's
I was-
pretty much like this. Tommy put it to you. It's like somebody trying to make wax out of fucking the peppers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they extract that shit. That's why though.
Dude, that's what
Why?
I'm saying. Like,
Fuck that.
the only reason you would need that is like maybe bear mace, and I would feel
Yeah.
I would feel sorry for the bear. Like I would never feel sorry for a bear until this shit. If I seen anything in the world get sprayed with this shit in the face,
Yeah,
I would be.
right.
That's fucked.
I would be like, oh my God, is that person okay? Usually, like I'm the first one, like world
Walked up to the
star,
bear-
like you
walked
know.
up
What I
to the
mean?
bear. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Bear, are you okay?"
Are you good? You want me to call somebody, bro? I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna get some water.
I got you. I got you.
That is fucking fucked up, man. Like to have something that is that fucking lethal. I mean, like, cause that shit could imagine, bro. You could fucking burn the retina in your eyes.
Dude, you burn somebody's eyeballs out,
you
like
fuck
in Kill
somebody
Bill
up.
when he's all empty, just
the
fucking
regular
makes in your
pepper.
fucking eyeball. Like, dude,
Is that even legal, bro?
I don't even
It's the
like.
juice from the
If you
motherfucking
sprayed it in a
jalapeno
car, not even hit anybody, if you just sprayed it off like an aerosol in the car, you would fuck everyone in the car up, bro.
Imagine it.
Oh
Imagine,
hell
like,
yeah!
rubbing
It's,
that
it's like
shit,
it's
all
like
over
worse than
everyone's
pepper
rig.
spray.
Oh man, imagine rubbing it all over everyone's boxers.
Damn.
Damn.
fucked up.
That'd be the worst, man.
And the
Put it in
best.
someone's
Oh,
eye.
yeah, that is.
Put it in someone's Visine.
Oh fuck that,
You
dog.
a rap, huh? You
That's
going to jail.
hurting. Just talk. You guys don't understand how hot that shit is.
I know, man. I'm
I'm
wondering,
just
like, yo, man,
kidding.
how many people do you kick around that like have all this spicy shit?
I
bro?
don't know. I go out like, when you're a comedian, you tour, and then like when you're like on tour, you stop and do workout rooms in like the most gnarly places because you got to understand in a lot of contracts we got 30-day, 30-mile.
Damn.
So that means you can't do a show within 30 miles of the venue 30 days before the show.
Damn.
You know what I'm
They got
saying?
rules, dog.
Yeah. So we stop in these little butt fuck counties. They're like, oh, they got a bar. They're doing comedy. Yeah, we called them. They said we could do a pop in. We go in there. It's like, oh my God, bro.
Fucking
And they
four
got some
fools in
gnarly
there.
shit. Like, you know what they got? They got pickled gator eyeballs in there.
Y'all
Like, what
know
the fuck
how to
is
raise-
this
What the
stuff?
fuck?
Like, I'm telling you, I find some gnarly fucking shit, dude.
Pickled gator eyeball.
Yeah, I've found some crazy shit down in Louisiana.
Damn, I never even fucking.
Louisiana?
What have you found out there?
Like I just said, bro. Like that kind of
I mean,
shit.
is that, like, what's the
Um,
craziest shit you find on the
Fried roadkill, and they just openly admit it. Fried roadkill, fresh,
You ever
everything
ate
from
possum?
today.
Did you ever try
Damn,
possum?
that's fucking. Oh my god.
Try
Oh
possum?
yeah, my grandma. See, I'm half Mexican and half white. My grandma's from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've had some gnarly shit, dude.
Okay, I heard possum is good though.
When you go to
Possum
jail
soup and shit?
in some parts of the South, you sign a waiver there that you will willingly eat roadkill, or else you get a complete different diet. It's like nothing. You get like nothing, like maybe a piece of bread, and
Oh fuck! But do they go overboard with fucking giving you nothing but roadkill?
I don't
Yeah,
know,
we
bro.
eating fucking raccoon again?
I mean, I would imagine that's all.
Huh.
You don't know though. They could be like, today's beef.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
beef
today
ribs.
it's
You're like,
raccoon.
wait, this
It's all
shit
the
tastes
same
like
shit.
raccoon and a motherfucker.
Oh, raccoon tastes like fucking cow now. This is weird.
That is
Just cook it right.
that is fucking.
Season that
I
shit.
don't know about eating roadkill, but then again, if you're eating processed food, you probably ate something worse than roadkill.
Oh, big
Yeah.
time, bro.
Yep, I was gonna
You
say
think-
another thing. When somebody in the chat room said, "Imagine those chirps on toilet paper."
Oh, man.
Hell nah.
That would be the
Hell nah.
fuck that, dude.
Fuck.
That would be like if you absolutely hated somebody. But see, you got to remember, revenge is a motherfucker. So if you do some shit like that, you would like that better be your last day living there. You're flying, moving to New York the next day. Like that's
Yeah,
your
like
last
you're,
hang.
you're
That's
out of
it.
here.
Like ha
You're
ha
gonna
ha,
be
got you,
bust a
bitch.
dick move.
Yeah, I'm never gonna visit again. Because even if you visited in 30 years for Christmas, you're getting something. You're getting something for that shit.
That
For
fool
sure.
like,
That shit's
remember
that
when
hot,
you
dude.
Fucking did that
Somebody
shit.
said
Like someone's gonna like
skunk
shoot you.
tastes good.
Does it?
Somebody said that. in
I
the
mean,
chat room.
I'm always down to try anything, dude. I try
If it's
all
weed.
foods.
Skunk.
I guess I kind of have to with the high hunger shit.
I'm like the stoner Anthony Bourdain, bro. I go places and I'm like, what do they eat here? Like, what is this place known for? And they're like, oh, this weird
Well, you
shit.
just
And I'm
eat
like,
random
let's
shit?
eat. Yeah, let's eat it.
Fuck it.
Bring that mother.
I don't know. I think I draw the line in some things, man. I'll be like, hey, you know what? I don't know about that. eh.
But you gotta try it. Because then you know, if you're like me, when you leave and you get back to like wherever you're from, and you get back to your hotel room, you're gonna be like, I should have just fucking tried it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. When am I ever
You
gonna
ever
get the
see-
chance again to try that?
You ever
shit?
see those videos
like
of
buying a
people
hooker or
where they're
something.
eating like where they're eating shit? and it's like some big ass crab legs like this big.
Yes.
Where the fuck do they get this shit?
Yeah, right.
Those
I
are
want
some
one.
expensive. Well, those are like expensive ass crab legs. They're
But
like
like this
$90 a
fucking
pound, and that
Yeah.
crab
like a
leg
little,
is
like
like
a little
4
Chinese chick,
pounds,
like a little
dog.
Chinese chick just going to town on some
Yeah, bro, you
motherfucking
can
crab.
fucking dip your shit in butter at that.
Man,
Yeah, you better fuck.
need
It
to
better be
find where
free
that
butter.
spot
Could you
is.
imagine? Butter's extra.
It's like an extra $60.
We only serve it by the bathtub.
Hey,
Only
man,
sell
is
by
there,
the
is there a place that you won't get high? You know, being stoned or robbed?
Would you get high at a church, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I have, and I will.
No,
In a
we-
church?
But see, I'm not religious. Yeah, so I have and I will.
What kind
Like
of church, like Baptist?
Catholic, Baptist. What the fuck? We're talking about down south, and this fool went straight Baptist on me right now.
Uh-huh.
You know, what kind of church Baptist you go to? You go over there and sing Elvis and shit with
Oh,
everybody.
sing Elvis, bro.
You go to a Baptist church.
he's on not
It's
around
like, yeah,
here,
man,
right?
that was
Not
fucking
around
hard.
here though, right?
He's like, yeah, I actually like baptized a whole bunch of kids.
Yeah, no, I smoke like, dude, I smoke weed, and I was actually gonna do a show that was called Stone Destination, and it was gonna take you to like these places and show you that you can smoke weed. Like I was gonna go to Disneyland because I smoke about a quarter of weed in Disneyland. Weed, bro.
How?
Damn.
Like-
wow, bro.
That
I-
fucking spot has a camera right
Yeah.
here.
Dude, so check it. There's a couple spots you can smoke in Disneyland. I'll just go in the smoking section because, like I said, I smoke cigarettes, so
Yeah.
it's easier for me. Spark a cigarette. When it's about halfway, I don't smoke the cigarette no more, but I keep it in my hand and I have my pipe, and then I just look around, just hit the pipe, not the cigarette, and the cigarette keeps smelling. And what I'll do is like I don't ever sit and smoke a whole bowl. That's stupid. That's how you get caught.
Yeah,
I pack like a nice little fat poppers.
yeah.
I fucking take that whole thing, you know what I mean? Get it out
Cover
in
the
the
top.
ashtray. Yep. Fucking put my cigarette out. No,
Hit
put
the
my
fucking-
cigarette out.
Hit the sweater out.
Because I just want to hold that. I hold it in almost till it goes. And I'll just walk and I just stay walking around the bush and I'll just and blow it out real quick, you know what I mean? And just keep going along your day. And if you hold that fat ass rip in that long, you'll get nice and stoned. You take
Oh,
about
hell yeah.
fucking 4 of those within an hour and you're good to go, man.
You'd be surprised if you smoke like you'll take a fat ass
brought
bong
my
rip
honey
and
badger
have
in
to leave
Disneyland.
somewhere.
I got
You'll
kicked
get
out of
high as fuck.
Disneyland. I got kicked out of Disneyland
For weed?
No, for smoking a vape, bro.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
went-
see, you
No,
got.
went to
this
the
ain't-
little
this ain't
fucking-
oil.
I went to the little. I
Well,
was
fool,
walking
you
around
look
that
like a
cave.
cholo.
That
Yeah,
little-
they
I
were
wasn't
following.
fucking walking around like this, bro, and just like.
Did you have all your rings on and shit?
Fucking just all mad and shit, bro. Like, what the fuck?
They're
Yo,
like
keep
this.
an eye on
This
him.
Saudi Arabian pimp is smoking vape over here.
Yeah, what's going on?
This Saudi Arabian
You should have told him that you were there. You worked the Aladdin parade.
Like, do you know who I am?
And I could have ran up and been like, I'm all poo, and sat on your shoulder.
Is that the monkey's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, poo.
Yeah,
That
man,
little monkey?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That is one of those things, man. And where's your show? Where's the show gonna be at that you're headed to right now?
Right now, the Ha Ha. So it's the Ha Ha Comedy Club on Lancashire in North Hollywood. It's a legendary comedy club. It's awesome, bro. So it'll be cracking. There's always a lot of pop-ins. Fluffy Gabe was there the other night. So.
That's in Hollywood tonight.
Yeah, Hollywood tonight.
What time do you go on?
I go on at 9, and tickets are only $10 tonight.
Hell yeah. You know, damn. We end at 9:00, but next time you're out here in Hollywood, we definitely gotta go because we've gone to many times to the Comedy Store. We haven't.
Yeah, you gotta come. I love doing the Comedy Store, dude.
So we're gonna. I want to definitely
Don't
try
you
to
got
go.
another show coming out too called like Now Smoking or something like that?
Oh yeah, dude. The puppet show. The
Yeah.
puppet show. Now smoking. So the concept is basically weed interviews, but instead of it just doing it in regular life, we get high and it takes us into a magical world of puppets and talking nugs and
Damn.
a talking blunt, and she's a slut because everyone's hit that. Like
Hell
it's just so much weird. It's like Pee Wee Herman meets Sesame Street meets Mr. Rogers meets weed. It's
that's
what it
damn.
is, bro.
I've seen pictures of that. What is it rotating around with the puppets?
Yeah.
I want to see what the fuck that's about.
Oh, dude, you guys gotta come in. You guys gotta come be guests and come to our puppet world, man,
I'm-
because
I'm
it's
down, man.
amazing.
I've always,
some shit.
I've always wished I could have gotten into animation, but I could never draw for shit.
Now we just make puppets. It's easy.
Easier. Puppets would
Chill.
be great. You know, we're gonna go ahead and get into a quick break, but before we get into that break, excuse me, before we get into that break, where can they go ahead and follow you, Stoner Rob? Like, I mean, where can they catch your show? What's going on for you? Because I know you gotta meet. You're on a time schedule because you gotta make that show. So shout out whatever you got going on. Where can they get at you? Everybody is watching right now.
All right, definitely check it out. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Stoner Rob. That's it. Just boom, Stoner Rob. Same thing on Facebook, you guys. Check me out on Twitter at Stoner Rob. All pretty simple. Snapchat though is the Stoner Rob. You can check me out tonight at the Ha Ha Comedy Club, or you can check me out January 10th. January 10th, I'll be at the Ontario Improv. And check this out for your viewers. If you say you saw me on Be Real TV right here with E-Zone,
Listen up. If you saw him on Be Real TV,
and you DM me, I'll give you free tickets to the Ontario Improv show.
there you go.
All right, free tickets. It's gonna be popping.
I'm chilling the DM.
Yeah, it'll be a
DM
lit
going.
night, dude. You don't want to miss that. And of course, January 18th, I'll be with Tommy Chong here in LA doing a green tour. So jump on that bus before tickets sell out. They hold 200 on the bus. So it's gonna be great. We're gonna Rosa Parks the shit out of that thing, bro.
Going on the back.
All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and get into a quick break, and we're gonna come right back before we get into this closeout by DJ C-Rock. But I hope you guys enjoyed this interview with Stoner Rob. Stay tuned. It's time to go ahead and get another drink, get your smoke on, fucking roll another one, because we'll be right back after
Light
this
it
break
up.
on Be Real TV.
Take it.
BeReal.tv.